pleased with your performance tonight. How did it feel out there?
Felt good. Was able to get out there and have a quick couple innings there in the beginning. I felt like that helped our offense out. Our offense responded big. Was able to get a bunch of runs there in the second and then the fourth, and gave us some breathing room. And when I get some breathing room, then it allows me to be more aggressive and really attack their hitters and keep filling it up. Was able to only give up a solo shot and was able to keep their offense at bay and allow us to keep tacking on runs. That's when it's fun, is when your teammates are going out there making plays. Adolis was making great plays in right. And obviously our offense was continuing to pour in runs, so it makes for a good day.
You talked the other day about eating up innings and how important that is for the starter. So when you come off a game like this where you did just that and let the bullpen be the bullpen, are you pleased with that too?
Yeah, that's my job. I'm always thinking I got to get deep in the game to protect the bullpen arms. And that's where working with Garv, another game where we're kind of getting on the same page of, hey, this is what we like to do in these situations with these type of hitters. When you get this result, this is when you want to throw the next pitch. And just getting on the same page with him. And, when you start catching rhythm with the catcher, then that's when you start having good innings and then you're able to pitch deep into a ball game. So a lot that goes into it, but you definitely appreciate the results, especially when you can protect the bullpen as well.
So your conversation with Ayasanya after this looked animated.
Yeah, I'm just on the other side, so it's always going to seem like it's hotter than it probably actually is. Yeah, we weren't really I wasn't necessarily yelling at him. I was just, confused on what he said because, it was a snap play that in the seventh, the top of the seventh. I'm on delay. I'm watching the game up here actually, and I'm going down there, and all of a sudden I hear the seventh-inning stretch. I'm out there warming up as fast as I can. Hedges told me hey, they're going to give you time. And then, then Dan was like, you didn't have time, you only get one more. And so he told me I had one more pitch, and so I threw the pitch down. I didn't think we were going to be, abiding by the clock.
Right.
And then all of a sudden we are abiding by the clock. And so that's what's frustrating about this is that, the umpire tells you have one pitch left, and then all of a sudden now you're at fault. So what was I supposed to do? Not throw the pitch to be able to not get the ball? It just goes back to this is a health and safety thing. Pitchers should be allowed to get their normal 8 warm-up pitches regardless of the situation, especially when something like that happens, where the catcher's coming out late. A freak play kind of happens like that. But that's just the reality of it, and that's what's frustrating about the punishment of a pitch clock that's instantaneously a ball when everybody's playing by the rules. And then put down, the umpire tells you something, and that's not right. So, what should I have done?
So this is an incredibly stupid follow-up, but
That's fine.
Clearly, that's sitting with you all inning, but you go out there and you execute all innings. So how do you compartmentalize that for that segment of time that I cannot let this situation piss me off too much?
Yeah, Dan was trying to say something, I think, after one of the outs. And I was like, Dan, I'll talk to you after the inning. And so, I'm locked in. I'm locked in. Nothing's going to take my focus away. Knew I needed to get through the inning, and then once I was able to get through the inning, I knew, the third out happened. And that's when I wanted to go talk to Dan to have him explain, his vantage point. And I was explaining my vantage point. So just another pitch clock thing that just doesn't make sense.
Hey, last thing on that is, our exposure to you so far has been very limited. But, how long does it take for your game day, your legendary game day intensity to kind of wane?
What do you mean?
You're very intense on game day.
Okay.
Does that last? Does that linger past the game? Does it?
No. The moment I shake the manager's hand, I'm out of the game. Light switch is off.
Okay.
Yeah, the light switch comes off as soon as I'm out of the game. It's really it's really easy to turn off the lights. It's really hard to turn back on. So that's why I just stay on the whole time. I'm locked in, and then once I'm done, I turn it off, and then I'm back to being normal. So laughing and joking around with the guys again. So it makes it easy.
All right, Butch, well, 8 straight wins now. How much confidence does this team have behind a guy like Max Scherzer, especially the way he pitched tonight?
Oh, he threw a beautiful game, didn't he? Had a good mix going, located well. It's fun to watch. He's so intense out there, and even before he pitches. So good job by him. you know what he does so well is he's so prepared, and he has such a good mix. He knows what he wants to do on every count, those type things. So, terrific job. Offense, nice job by them. Top of the order, Corey, big day. Marcus, couple hits. Lowe had a big day, but it's good to see Huff contribute. He had a nice day there, and Grossman. So, well played game by us.
Especially in that fourth inning when Marcus runs, beats out the throw to first there. Sam takes the steal home. But those little things like Marcus doing that seem to make a big difference in the end of this game.
Right. He got a couple infield hits, and Sam Huff did a great job. 2 different times. Got a great jump from first base to beat the throw to second, and then scored from second on that ball in the hole that they threw to first. And Beasley did a nice job sending them there. He saw it and kept waving them, so a great job by him.
Last question. When you have nights like this where a guy like Sam Huff steps up or Ezekiel gets a hit, it seems like with Josh Young's absence that maybe not one guy will have to step up, but several.
Right. It's going to take everybody, especially when you have some injuries.
Yeah.
You know, we're down a little bit, so it's going to take contribution from everybody, which we're getting. It's good to see Leo. He drove the ball there too. So it's just going to be important that we all do some things to help win a ball game, and these guys are doing that. Tomorrow you'll see probably a couple different guys out there. Jankowski will start, Smitty will get a start, and try to keep them all involved, and because they're all going to play a big role in this.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay.